Hello, 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 everyone. We are live. It's your girls, Callie, Montique, and Dr. Joy Pre PhD. We are doing Love and Marriage Huntsville. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. I don't know the name of the episode. Somebody.
Love and Marriage Huntsville. The episode is Betty Blues. Stormy's mom.
Betty who?
Betty. Betty Blues. I got the blues. The Stormy Seal
Oh,
Mama Blues. Yeah,
Petty
yeah.
Betty is what it should be called. She's a petty
Yeah.
lady. All right. Oh, shoot. Okay. So I'm going to try to share it. I'm on my phone, y'all. So if I get off, I don't know what I'm doing.
These
I'll
Southern
come right back.
mothers, honey. That's what it is. It's just Southern mothers.
My mom ain't like that, and I'm Southern.
Where you from?
Tennessee, is that not Southern? That's right by
Kind
Alabama.
of, sort of. Is Tennessee considered the Midwest or the South? I guess it
It's the
is.
South.
It was.
Huntsville is an
It
hour,
was.
30 minutes away.
It was neutral in the Civil War.
I think we Southern because my mom ain't like that.
It's just certain states like Missouri was neutral in the Civil War, so I don't know.
How come her
There's
sister ain't
some,
like that then?
Right.
huh?
Oh, I can do comments. Hey, Marsha.
Her sister, hi Marcia. Her sister doesn't appear to be like that.
No, she didn't.
And my mom
You want
doesn't
to rate
either.
the episode?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all
I'm
want to rate
gonna
the
say
episode?
rate it and then I'm gonna share it. Can y'all still hear me?
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Because I'm looking
I'm
at my notes. I'm not looking at y'all because I'm on my phone. Okay. So how would you rate it, Joy?
I would give it about a 6.5, 7. That's okay.
What about you, Callie?
5.
Oh, okay. I can
Lord,
see that.
I can
Mm.
too. I'll give
What
it
you
about a
give it?
6. I'm gonna give it six
Okay.
and a half.
Yeah. I was entertained. Nothing. I give it a 6.5, 7 because it didn't seem fake. I give
Right.
kudos in different places. This didn't seem like only thing that felt forced was Mel with that one lady. But
Mm-hmm.
that's my expectation for her. I have low expectations for her.
We know,
But
Joy, you don't like Mel. It's
it
because
was
It's not
Joy's
that
in
I
her
comedy.
don't
car. That's
like
why.
her. It's not that I don't like her.
You
Like,
don't like her.
y'all,
Nothing she does
you
is
have
good
a
enough for you. It's like it's
it's
I
bad.
not
can give it
about
a
good
3.
enough. What woman on decides to put a man's arm on social media and then don't want to talk about it? It's stupid to me.
It's
Like
called
nobody
somebody
knew
who
she was dating.
wants to
Nobody would have
post.
known she was out of town with a man had she not done
Joy.
that.
Joy, she said she don't care if y'all ask questions about it, but she wanted to post her picture and she posted it. What's the big deal with it? Y'all can
Okay.
ask questions.
So and then don't want to talk. That's just stupid to me. But okay, sure.
We get
Well,
and
stupid is being on some dirt for 5 years and ain't built a house. Now that's stupid. But we ain't gonna talk about that.
Mhm.
Now that to me is stupid. And your husband
No,
saying that he want to live
it's
separate from you
stupid. It's
on
trying to
TV. Now
convince you
that's
that
stupid.
he trying to convince you so he can have another apartment. That's stupid.
Yeah, that's stupid. Yes. They all
That's
stupid. Okay, but
stupid.
anyway, everything we say is allegedly. We didn't do that part, y'all. Entertainment purposes
Right.
only.
You know,
So now let's get into it.
I will say a lot of the comments. Am I echoing? No.
Yeah, we're echoing. I think it's because Joy's car.
I could turn it down
Um,
some
I
more.
will say that I read a lot of comments about Melody and Nail, and people were saying that when she said this is my true ride or die, they they didn't believe that or support that. They just thought this was somebody that she was with at the time and decided to say this, and that she was the one at the last event that decided to continue the conversation about Martell and Tiffany's conversation in front of Mel. So how could that be her ride or die? I didn't feel much about that, but that's what I read a lot of.
I don't think that it's her ride or die. She just don't have no friends on the show, so they gotta create friends for her to bring on the show just so she can have these private conversations,
Because
which is
she don't trust
crazy to
them
me.
other folk.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she
Um,
obviously don't trust nobody because she when what's her name, when Kimmy asked her about the arm guy, she gave these vague answers, and she answered this pretty much the same with this other person. And I don't know if you know this, but there's a group, I could share it, that's saying that that's really her brother. That there was a picture, a video
my
of that her
brother's way
brother
bigger than
did,
that.
and he had the same. They have a side. I have it. When I get home, I'll send it to you and put it in the inbox. They have her brother's arm where it really was him, where you could see his face with the same watch on, and they're saying it's the same person, that she was just doing that, posting a picture like it was a guy and it was just her brother both times. I will send that picture because somebody did do a side by side, and all you can say, all I did was just shook my head. Is it true? I don't know, but I'm just telling you, people are saying that she's just doing that for attention. I guess Martell dating somebody, so she had to
Fake dating
pretend like
somebody,
she was
Jordan.
dating somebody too. But I tend to believe it only because in real time is September, the fall when they were actually filming. Martell, actually it was before that. She and Martell had gotten into this crazy wicked fight and online, and he accused her of dating the congressman. I don't know if he was a
Mm-hmm.
congressman. I'm not congressman. He was a
He
alderman.
was okay. I know who you're
He was
talking
an
about.
alderman.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we
Now
know you're talking about.
he did end up apologizing to that guy. He did come back later and apologize. What it was about, I don't know. But I tend to think that she was, but there are people that are saying that that's her brother's arm. That she took a picture and then posted it as if that's not her brother.
I know it happened when she was on vacation. She showed them walking on the plane together. She showed their shoes together. It wasn't her brother. It could have been just the boy that she doing it with, and maybe not her man, but it wasn't her brother.
Man, not no boy.
I mean, I'm just saying it wasn't her brother though. But I mean, you blocked on Instagram, so you didn't get to see that she was with him on vacation and they was somewhere else. Uh, but
I
we gonna let you talk though, Joy. Um, let's see. Joy went. I think she got a bad connection, so she'll be back.
think she went
Um,
in the house from a car,
so
maybe.
somebody said, well, simply said, I think it's stupid to fake a relationship and can't even get that right. Talking about Martell and Sheree. I agree. They can't even get their little fake relationship right. But we gonna wait for Joy to get back. So I'm gonna pull up my notes. Y'all give me 1 sec, okay? Hopefully it won't go off. Can y'all still hear me?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I don't know what to think about that. First of all, the picture was not the best picture of her. It was all rather weird, and I didn't even think second about it. I've only been reading all the comments about it. I don't see why anyone would fake a relationship because then you have to remember what you said.
Mm-hmm.
She told Nell that she really thinks that this is the one, and that if they
Well,
do
let me
meet,
see.
it might be after they are already married if it gets that far. So I just don't think that you could fake something that's serious. I mean, I guess you
Okay.
can, but why would you? Because in a minute, they're
I
going to
mean,
ask
I
you
don't
about it
think
again.
she's faking the relationships whatsoever. I feel like the reason she didn't tell Nail a lot is because that's Chris Fletcher's wife.
Exactly.
Chris
Yeah.
Fletcher and Martell are very good friends, and we don't know how Nell is, and she could be. I don't tell my husband everything, but I think she learned from Tish that
Um. Yeah.
they tell their husband stuff when they lay down in the bed together. So,
Well, and another reason that I'm not sure about it and haven't thought too much about it because if you watch these shows, if you are a follower, if you are a fan of the show, if I'm traveling and I see Melody Holt over there was wrapped up in some man's arms, I'm snapping a picture. Ain't no way in the world you traveling overseas and somebody don't see you and know who you are. I mean, I know she might not be worldwide like Candy,
uh
but
huh.
if it were me and you were
Me too.
traveling, I'm gonna see you and snap. I ain't gonna speak to you if I don't know you, but I'm definitely gonna take a picture. So I don't. I just it's too much to try and make up. But she travels a lot and nobody has seen her. That's all I'll say.
Well, there was one person now on her Instagram who claimed that they saw them together. And it could have been her cousin pretending to be somebody else.
And
And
that's
she
good.
said, I respected you and didn't take a picture. But
No, I would have took that picture.
I would have took that picture too. But we don't know. You know, they have fake profiles. And so I'm not putting nothing past any of them. I like Mel. I hope she's not faking a relationship.
I didn't like that picture of her. I don't think she would have posted that picture.
Y'all know I did my filter rant last week.
You know,
I don't think that everybody. I mean, like you can have a filter, but her she's pretty already.
Yeah.
That filter just filters
tore her up.
Those hard filters are for people who really need them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. And she don't really need it. So
she don't really need the hard filter. I can understand because I've used the light filter before. You know what I mean? Because I'm cute. I don't need that hard filter. You know what I'm saying? She don't need that hard filter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I understand her.
People were in her comments. I read her comments. They were saying they saw them on the plane. Yeah.
And that's good, Simply. So everybody that saw her respected her enough to not take a picture.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I think that's nice, and I really like that. Me, on the other hand, would have snapped that picture. I ain't got to tell her I'm snapping it.
Chat her up gonna be snapping the pictures, okay? And we gonna get blocked. Not just Joy, but we gonna get blocked.
I don't know. I just thought that's the only thing I think weird about it. But I do understand whenever she starts another relationship, or if she is in one, I wouldn't be trying to share anything other than his arm or finger either, because people are going to just be willing to dive all into his history and find out anything they can and only post the negative stuff. So that's draining.
You see what happened with the Ali guy? She went live with him. And people started finding him out. They found his phone number. They started emailing the man.
They said that she put his email out.
He did. So he said, if you need some advice on whatever, email me at ali.com or whatever. Okay. And she was like, don't share your email, but it was too late.
It was too late. Okay, so the way I heard it, that she was sharing it. So
she told him no.
We don't think Ali is the man that she's supposedly dating, right?
Well, when I said, well, he's skinny enough for that, because I think her brother too big to have that arm. That man looked little to me. So that man arm in the picture, does it look little, or is it just me?
Well, I didn't. Well, no, I don't remember looking at the size, honestly. But I will say, no, this probably is not something I should say, but I wasn't worried about her being in a relationship with Ali. Did people
there go Joy? Okay, now I can ask my question.
Do you think?
No, she was not. He was just a man she met on the trip.
Yeah, because she was doing a lot so if I did have a boyfriend, I don't know. It was just weird. So I didn't watch it, because you know how I am. Sometimes I'll get overly involved and start commenting. And I never want to do that about people I like. So like Mel, I'm just going to shut up and let the truth play out for himself. That whole situation was really weird to me. I'll be right back now.
All right. So Joy, we was just talking about, I was saying, I'll put you in the middle because I think it's about to be stopped storming, so I might get my laptop because I don't like this phone life, because it's hard for me to do my notes and talk to y'all. But anyway, we were talking about how she may have not said much to Nell because Nell is Chris Fletcher's wife. And Chris Fletcher and Martell are still friends. So maybe she was like, maybe she'll say something to them when they lay down together. What do you think?
What's the question?
Joe, I'm not repeating all that. Okay, I'm moving on.
I don't understand the end part. I didn't understand that it was a question, though. I
was just giving you a rundown of what we was talking about. It wasn't no question. I was just saying that we were saying that she probably didn't want to tell Nell too much because Chris Fletcher is her husband. Yeah. And Chris is Martell's friend.
Oh yeah.
Do you believe everything about what she's saying, Joy, about the new boo, or no?
About the protector?
Her new boyfriend.
Girl, I mean, here's I'm going to show y'all the pictures.
Oh yeah, show it to us.
So this is her brother.
How do you know?
His what? Because she was out with him. There was.
I don't see nothing. Am I blind?
Yes.
It's behind the lemon drop.
Okay, that arm is thicker than that one in her picture, but go ahead.
Okay, here's the picture.
It's way thicker.
Here's the picture. It's the same. I don't know if it's
It's
the
an
same
Apple Watch. Everybody got an Apple Watch, Joy.
Go back to the other picture, Joy.
Go back to the other picture.
But they're saying, I'm gonna show you some more. They're saying,
Yeah, show me more.
But go back to
Because
that
maybe
first
Marcus
one real
ain't as
quick.
thick as I thought.
they say this girl needs to be she wearing the same wig, same pose.
Go
Okay.
back to the
So
to the other picture.
here's the picture that she posted.
Right.
Okay.
Where's the one with the drink?
How do people have time to look at this? I would have never. I mean, it's good, but still.
That's why I don't look at it. You
I
know what
think
I'm
this
saying?
is
That's
the
right.
second one.
Now, where's the first picture you posted where you said it's
So
with
that's the
her
one
drink?
behind her brother?
Yeah, they're saying it's her brother.
So who is that?
Here it is.
Wait a minute. One had a heart on it and one didn't. What is the difference in those two
Okay,
pictures?
so that hold on, don't worry. Let me screenshot. Child, I don't know why people find time to do this.
This was apparently a video or a quick video.
That is an Apple. Do you know how many people have? My daughter has an Apple Watch. I'm a
What?
Samsung, so I have a Samsung watch.
I
So
was
everybody
about
would
to
know
say
that my watch
Jordan
is
has
different.
the same Apple
But
Watch.
everybody has an Apple Watch, even my
In fact,
child.
Jordan, bring me your Apple Watch. I can take a picture with it and put Melody next to me and tell
Right.
her I'm her boo. I mean, come on now.
I
People
thought
be
maybe it was gonna be
reaching.
like a Rolex or something, you know, that everybody don't have. But everybody have an Apple Watch, except if you got a Samsung phone like me and have a
I'm
Samsung
just
watch. But
and by the way, look who liked this picture. Let me read the caption. Y'all ready?
And how do
yeah,
you get access to these pictures? She blocked you.
she's in a group of people who hate mail. I had to leave that group because they're
it's
horrible.
a group. I'm in several groups. I'm just not in
But
one.
no, I know you got the one from the one that hate her, and they are horrible.
I'm in the group
Woo.
that are
I was in there and they
obsessed with
talked about her baby one time, and I was like, I'm done.
Yeah,
I
I don't
can't.
like it when they do that. You know, it's certain
Yeah.
places, it's places that I don't like going. But anyway, I'm gonna read to you. It says, this person says, I was clearing out my camera and found this picture from August 2020 when Mel first showed off a man's arm. Hands. This was in August of 2020.
That was not in August, so that person's lying. That was just when she went on the trip here recently.
No, this is dated August the 24th.
What is dated that day?
This is this is the problem that I have even with males. Y'all so eager to defend. Y'all ain't even heard.
What picture you talking about? You done showed us two pictures. Which one is August? Okay, that's not the picture that I'm talking about.
So it would make sense.
The date picture was not August. When was the picture that she took with the man? What day was that? That was not August 2020.
I didn't say it was.
So then what the hell they got? So that man still
was. This was. It's dated.
What's that got to do with the 2023 Joy?
They're saying that it's the same.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Y'all so eager to defend. I'm
just you so eager to pull out some bull because that's the Apple Watch that everybody owns.
I'm not saying that it's fact. I'm just telling you. I literally started off saying, you know, they are saying it ain't me.
Well,
but you love it when they do that. But
you,
I don't really care.
Not about a love or anything. I was tickled by it.
So we
I didn't see any proof either or.
So
that picture's from 2020. That picture with her boo is from 2022, 23.
I mean, what else can we tell from the arm? Can we tell the sex of our next child?
Both of y'all are weirdos out because y'all are.
You the weirdo believing these people.
I didn't say that I did. I was just telling you what they're saying. I didn't say.
Oh Lord.
I wasn't saying what I believe. I'm
Put your arm up.
So we gotta be weirdos because we feel like this stuff that these people post is just really stretching. Like, but you didn't think it was stretching when people thought that the little girl was talking about cutting the little girl hair. But this right here, girl, please,
put your
girl.
arm up here, Joy. I need to look at your arm and tell you your future. Come on, let's go.
That is hilarious.
I mean, really.
Okay, let me go to my questions. Okay. So what do you all think about the second half of the meeting? With the comeback black group, whatever they call.
I really think they need to drop this whole comeback group, and Black needs to just admit it is what it is. I mean, I didn't think much of it because, you know, and why is Melody there? Why, if she knows that she wasn't going to be a part of it, why is she there, do you think? Was
I
she
think
only not a part of it because she had the tour that week? That's when she came to Kansas City. I really hate I missed that concert.
Yeah, so Joy simply said Joy Joy only Martell is faking a relationship with his friend girl.
Mm-hmm.
I
With
mean,
that, but
the
then
different he don't have to fake a relationship. They both saying they're just friends. Both of them are saying the same thing. There
Who's the
was no
person you're
fake.
talking about?
I think we made a bigger deal out of it than anybody because they were two reality personalities. But I don't think neither one, if you listen to both of them, they're literally both saying the same things in
I
different
pray
ways.
not, because he was just with Arion at a wedding this weekend.
Okay,
So
Sheree
I
said this is
pray.
not her
Oh,
boyfriend.
oh, I gotta do that tomorrow. Okay,
She
my
said
calendar
You gonna
came
pray
up.
tomorrow? Monty gonna pray
I,
tomorrow.
I'm gonna pray to. I'm just praying that she's not having sex with him without a condom. That's my prayer. Cause no, but I just think Sheree can do better. But that's just me. Brandon, that's just too much. Because if this the man that you dating all these other people, and
I don't
Martell is
even
the
care
one
about Sheree.
you decided to bring around your friends and to put on camera,
Did you look at
that is
that?
bad choices.
Look at his comment now.
what?
Sheree is down back. I believe it. But anyway,
I
all right.
mean, I've never heard Sheree say that was my man, and I never heard Martell say that that was his woman. I saw two people that were dating, and that's fine. I think we made it a serious relationship. They
Well,
did.
they made it calling
we go
paparazzi
by
because
their
you know
words, Joy.
paparazzi ain't in none of them locations that they was in when she was walking that dog. They the one who called people to take pictures of them
But okay, so
and put it out there.
Simply's comment is a fact. Both are now saying the same thing. Because on Real Housewives of Atlanta, clearly Sheree was the girlfriend. On Love and Marriage Huntsville, Sheree was the friend girl. I mean, so they both said some things that would put other things in question.
So JJ said that it was a storyline for ratings and it was a good business move.
But it didn't really help the ratings, did it?
Yeah, whose ratings did it help, JJ? Because it didn't help Huntsville nor Atlanta's.
So
Unless we don't, because we don't know the day after rating. So maybe it
maybe it
helped
just helped
later. But the
Carlos
live
ego
viewership,
rating.
it
I
did
don't
not
know.
help.
Mm-mm. But that's okay.
But yeah, but he was just at a wedding with Ari, honey. So I'm like, so he's still messing with her? Child. But anyway,
Did you post those?
I didn't, but we will. Okay. So anyway, let's get back to the meeting. I'm sorry. Do you think that Tish and Marcel, why my phones, I talk in it, so it says Marcel. But do you think that Tish and Marcel came in with a no attitude, or were they open?
I just think they came in with no thoughts or brains of a plan. I don't. When it comes to business, there's nothing that Tisha or Marcel has that would make me take them seriously because they clearly don't know what they're doing.
Oh, okay.
I
What
really
about
don't
you?
think so. I
What?
and I even think more of that the minute I heard, him try to tell her they didn't need to live together. I just some things are just for TV, if you ask me. And I don't
Who
believe
looked like
anything
her
they're doing.
daddy? Martell? Girl,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I'm in the comment. I'm
No,
doing the Cali.
Marcel looking
Oh,
like
look
Tish
like Tish
daddy.
daddy. Y'all ain't right. I feel like if Tish wouldn't have came in so hot, I think everybody else wouldn't have been so hot. Because even Martell was kind of like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And
And
normally he just ain't like that. So
Mel
I
called
mean,
her
I
out
think
on it.
the event, huh?
Mel called her out on it.
She did.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So what do you think about when Kimmy said that Marceau, you were the main dysfunction in the comeback group?
Was he? I don't. I thought it was funny that she said that, but I didn't know that. I don't know that to be true. I don't remember him being the issue.
Well, he didn't deny it.
He sure did. Well, he
Did
just
he?
said
He was like, I could have
he
been,
didn't
but
say
that's still
no. He kind of
dysfunction.
laughed it off. Yeah, I'm not surprised, but I just never noticed it. I guess.
Okay, Tish
I think
basically told Mel she
Mel.
expected Mel to lead the meeting. So when they met, I liked their little meeting after everybody was together. Um, because I feel like one on one, Tish is different without Marceau to me. She was nicer, she was more willing to listen. Um, and she was like, I expected you to pitch in more. But was that a realistic expectation after she called her a dark soul, or what do you think?
I think it's not a real expectation for Tisha to have those kind of thoughts about somebody she called a dark soul. But I do agree when Melody told them, "Look, I'm just taking baby steps. I'm not sure I want to be a part of this at all." I hopefully they respected that because that was definitely the right thing to do. Um, I yeah, not much to say about that. I think Mel
I
has
didn't think he looked like her daddy in the pictures. I'm gonna have to go look. Tish does better one-on-one in the group. Okay, I feel that way too. All right, Joy, are you gonna talk or no? Am I talking to myself?
Yeah, I was waiting my turn.
Oh, I'm not used to that. Sorry.
sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I think they at the end of that season, I think they had a kumbaya.
Mm-hmm.
And I will give Tisha, because she's real petty,
Let me take
I
that off.
will give Tisha this. She's trying. You don't hear the little snarky comments that you normally hear from her.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I think she's really trying to make an effort.
That's
I
good.
will say this. I think Tisha's expectation for Mel was way higher than Mel was willing to give. Because if you Tisha really did think that they would be Gucci and they would present this idea and they would all fall in line. But I think had they come to the table like, y'all, what do y'all think about doing this for the people? If they had come as a group and decided to do this and we could give this, we want the community to be free. I think we talked a little bit about this, I think, where, you have vendors around, they could have
Yeah.
paid whomever. And I will say this, nobody in that group should have been able to get paid until everything was paid out. And
I
then
agree.
did it
Right.
3
Yeah.
ways by family, or well, because Mel and Martell, however many ways they were going to split it. But
6
I
ways.
yeah, if
Yeah.
that's the way, then that would have been fair. And I don't see anything wrong with that. Like if there's profit at the end, then we can get paid.
Yeah.
And one of the ways that we can ensure that you can get paid is that they definitely should have had vendors. That's stupidity in my opinion. You have local businesses, you're talking about giving to the community. It's a free event. You pay for the event with vendors. You have vendors set up shop and sell. And with this being televised, they would have had a bigger turnout.
I
And
know.
in a way to highlight smaller businesses. I used to do work vendors when
Yeah,
I
I don't understand how it's an expo when they don't have no vendors.
yeah,
That's not
I've
an expo.
never been to an expo and you get
Right.
vending. That's crazy to me.
I-
And it would have been an opportunity for all of them. Mel wanted to have a booth. I mean, not booth, but she could have sold all her products. Tisha could have displayed all hers.
yeah.
Stormy could have
The
had
wine,
hers.
the
Yeah,
calendar, Marcel could have sold all kind of calendars. You hear me?
right. They could have really highlighted local Black businesses and it would have been a bigger event because all
Did
of
you
those
hear about it?
they talking
I
about
think
press.
that's good.
They're
Did you
talking
hear
about
about the
press.
event, Joy?
I didn't. I heard that they had it in March.
They had it.
I heard it was good.
Yeah, they said it was good.
Okay.
But
I
yeah, they
only
said it
heard
was a
that
good
from
event. But I don't think that I think
yeah.
they should have had
But
the
I don't
vendors, like you
think I
said.
don't
And I
think
think they could have made a profit
I
and
don't
even
think
gave to some charities and also made maybe $1 for themselves. Like they could have the
yeah.
business model that Tish and Marceau had wasn't a good one. We just gonna say that.
Yeah. And I think but I don't think I would have promised her a specific fee because that should
Right.
have been based off of
hmm
if we make money.
But they didn't even want to compromise. They were like, no. What do you think about when Maurice was like, well, if Mel's going to be on her tour date, why can't she do some virtual? And Tish said no so fast. And I didn't understand that.
She, I think I made this comment on another page. Folks don't really like to hear that. She knows that Melody will bring a crowd and she'll
I
bring
was
even
just
bigger
gonna
crowd
say
if
that
she's
she
there.
wanted her present.
Yeah, she wanted her presence.
Oh, because she wanted
She
her
might not want to
there.
admit it
Her
and
present.
come right out and say
Okay.
that. But
Yeah,
she wanted her there. Melody
want her
brings
present.
a different dynamic. It is what it is.
It is what it is, but I will, I do
Simply heard it
think
wasn't that big. Okay.
it's jacked up though. If this was a straight up free event for their community, and let's be honest, this show single handedly, I ain't gonna say single handedly, only to most of the world. I went to school there. I lived in Alabama. I went to school at Alabama A&M, so I knew what Huntsville was. But it put that little dot that's
Mhm.
right at the. I mean, you're so close to the Tennessee border that
Yes.
if you drive 20 minutes, you're literally in the state of Tennessee.
Of Huntsville. Yeah. It'll probably
So
take me an hour, 30 minutes to get
yeah,
there from
that
where I
little
am. Mhm.
bitty dot on the Alabama map. This show not only put it on the map, it kind of made people kind of say, "Well, hey, what's up with Huntsville?"
Yeah. Well, I think, but she was supposed to be touring on the day that they picked. And I wouldn't have changed it for her, but we had the flyer. What day was it? Do we remember? It's in our thing, I think.
Mm-mm.
I can't
She
remember.
was
Okay.
there. I don't
Yeah,
think
she
she
was
put a
there. That's why I
map.
said I wonder if they changed the dates because
Yeah,
she was there. We
yeah, she
got the
was.
flyer somewhere. I'm gonna look for it in a second. Let me ask another question while I look. Are we gonna talk about the separate households? I'm on
Yes.
in my notes.
Now
Yeah.
that's stupid.
Okay, let's talk about
I mean, it just okay. So Maurice, to me, I mean, come on, he's one of my favorite people on the show.
Marceau, not Maurice.
Marcel. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Okay.
But he plays her for stupid. He just does. And she appeared very stupid for the first 2 seasons. Then she cried a lot. They had a couple conversations offline. Don't do that. You're making me look bad, whatever, whatever, whatever. And it seems like things are turning around. Then we come back. He done been to Africa without her.
I still don't
Okay?
believe this story. I still don't.
Africa, where the phones don't work
I know I ain't the
without
only
her.
one.
So now she's upset, but he's not getting dogged. He's not dogging her too much. So everything is cool. Now here we in a new season and you want to live in a separate home with just you and your teenage son?
Now, I mean,
He's playing
people
her for
have.
stupid.
I mean, I agree. I think it's stupid, but I will say this: Simone and Cecil are married to Madison. They did that.
They did that when they were separated.
They weren't separated. They were not separated.
Separated.
They were not separated.
They were fighting because of that lady. That's why they moved in.
They
They claimed
separated.
it was because it was closer to the job.
Yes.
But it was clear they did that because they wasn't getting along.
Yes.
No, it was not a good look.
They lived. She filmed there. She slept
We know
there.
she filmed their house.
Right, because it was for the show.
No.
They had problems, Joy.
I'm not
They
saying
were about to get a divorce.
that's not what that's not. They didn't do that. They literally did that to get their children
Okay,
in a
so
certain school.
Okay.
They did that because it was I mean,
But they also almost ended up in a divorce. They're not a good example.
I think y'all missing a point. My point is people do live in separate houses.
Oh, we know that.
Not for
Those
just
that
not
don't
if
wanna
it's
be
right, and not
together.
in the Joy. Huntsville, like you said, is a little dot.
It is.
Okay. He going to renovate a house that's down the corner around the street.
I'm not trying to justify that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I said I thought it was stupid. I would have slapped him in the face to have that conversation. Even if it came to your mind, for it to come out of your mouth, camera, it's pure stupidity. You're fueling. He continues to fuel this rumor that he wants to be independent, that he really don't want to be married. He keeps fueling it, and little things like that is the problem. It validates people's belief that he's a cheater.
So me and my pettiness said Marcel think he's slick by saying let's live in a separate house, but he went to Africa by himself. So what's another house?
I don't believe it. I don't.
You keep saying that.
I do not believe. I believe that was a lie. That was a storyline that didn't click. That didn't take. Because that doesn't make any sense to me. And Tish's, I
What do you mean it didn't take?
Well, we don't have no pictures.
Where he went.
We have one picture. So he did the mail. He took like 1 or 2 pictures with a background and like some sand.
I don't
And
believe
that
Monique
was it.
Stamos called him out and said something ain't right about your story, but okay. But
I
I
don't
guess
believe.
we have no reason to say that it didn't happen.
I, d-
To my
I
knowledge,
just don't
but
think this. I just
it
don't
does.
think
I
Tish.
guess. But
I
is it
don't
a good
know.
idea for them to live apart just so he can renovate their home? And is it a good idea to waste money on renting a home while you're fixing up the other one and still living there?
I think that they have the Scots. This is just my opinion, which may not be worth the hill of beans. I think the Scots, like for real, are people that live within their means. When
Yes,
they
they
bought
are.
their house, they were living so much in their means they could blow money like crazy. If
Mm-hmm.
you realize if what they're saying is true and they are building this house, it's going to
Mm.
take quite a few years. Anybody, even if you had all the money in the world, it would take a year and a half.
Yeah, but no, I didn't ask about the house they're building.
No, I'm talking about, so I could see them wanting to be comfortable. That house they were living in looks small.
Yes, it looks small.
It
So
looks
somebody
small.
had said that production didn't want to film in that house, so they moved them to another place that was better,
It
to
may be.
better looking for filming.
It
I
may
don't know
be.
how true that is.
I mean, it
Uh,
seemed like they would have done that before they started filming, but yeah, that was a small neighborhood in the middle of an older neighborhood. That house is small. I wouldn't have wanted to be in that house either. I do wonder the year their first season and they filmed in like these condos. That was a
mm,
nice size condo. That's 2,000 square feet. That's a nice size condo.
they said that was Martell and Males.
I was
Did
just going to say that. I
you
do
hear
wonder was because
that? Okay.
they really did own a condo, whether or not it was that specific one, they owned a condo like that.
Did
And
you
they,
hear him say when I worked at the theater? That's the
Mm-hmm.
first time I've ever heard him say that.
yeah,
Have you
but
heard him say that
told,
before?
No.
we told y'all that,
Yeah, but I never heard him say it.
yeah, he worked
But
at the
he
theater.
said it. He said, "Remember when I was something, something? I used to work at the theater, and then I used to go to this job, and then I would come home and I would be tired." And I was like, "That's his first time ever saying that."
Yeah, he worked.
So
They said that when they first got him, that the turnaround for all of them was pretty quick
mm,
because Mel and them they hadn't been in that house for years and years and years. That big house that they hadn't been in
yeah.
there. They hadn't
So
been.
simply said, my personal opinion is they should sell the land because they obviously can't afford to build Scott Manor.
Right. At least
Would
not
you?
right
I
now.
mean, after you figured out what big of it, because you got to do stormwater, you got to do electricity, you got to do all kind of, got to work with the plant. Look, I work in local government. It ain't easy.
Yeah, especially on a mountain.
Yeah, with some caves. Like it just, I would sell it. Like I agree with
Girl,
that.
ain't no
Simply,
way I wouldn't even want no house like that. And I know people who build. I have a girlfriend that lives not far from me, and the houses are far apart.
simply, it's
Like you can't sit on your porch and scream help. Like
yeah,
you got like it's this far apart. Like it's a lot
yeah,
of land. I think each house got acre or two.
acres and acres. Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like Stormy. I mean, damn, look at her
Oh,
house.
my daughter said her house is so pretty. She said she delivered was it DoorDash? I can't remember if it was DoorDash or Instacart. No, I think it was DoorDash. She said she DoorDashed out there. She said, I'm pretty sure I've been to her house before.
That's crazy. So
It's
then they're doing a 6 month lease, and you want to be separate from me. I just wish he would stop doing this to her because
on camera.
right when we think it's gonna be done, Marceau does this to Tish,
He
and I'm
does.
happy she stood
And
her ground this
he
time.
might even get a kick out of kind of being known or playing with the fact that he's a cheater. When he says
Oh
stuff
Jesus!
like that, I was thinking, I wonder is he really not a cheater? Only because like Marceau, how can I say this nicely?
Don't say it nice.
Huh?
Don't say it nice.
Marceau isn't the most
Uh-huh. Want me to say it?
yeah.
Marceau is built like a lady,
I
and
was
he is
not gonna say that.
and
I
he
was
is
not
not
gonna say that.
like a model. And
He's not, I mean, he's not
go
ugly.
ahead. Not sorry.
He's not ugly.
No
He's
lies
just,
detected, Monty.
He's
he's
not.
not He's
But
not
he's not GQ like everybody
he's
want her
not
man.
right.
There we go.
And up until recently, Marceau was pretty heavy.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that he can't get nobody, but Tisha is an upgrade.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tisha,
Wrong side of the tracks and all.
yeah,
She is.
she's a nice looking
Hmm.
woman.
She's beautiful. She like my cousin. I'm gonna have to show you my cousin picture. But
Yeah,
anyway.
she's a pretty girl,
Uh-huh.
and she had 3 babies. So
Yeah.
she's her. Tisha,
Hmm.
she got it together. He's an upgrade. I'm not saying
Yeah.
what he can get, but
Yeah, she a
Okay, I'm
baddie.
sorry. What I
yeah,
missed?
he might. Yeah, I mean,
What did I
yeah.
miss?
I know what you
Marcel's
mean,
an
Joy.
upgrade for
I don't want to
Tish?
be rude because I really, really, really like Marceau. Like of all the characters on this show, if I had to pick it somebody to kick it with, it would literally be Marceau because I feel like I would have some fun with him. He seemed cool. He's just not what I would necessarily put in the realm of what I would consider attractive. That's all. It
I
don't mean
got
he's
you.
not nice or he's not cool. He's just not my
Did you
I don't
say
know if she's had
type.
but her surgeries are good though. I mean, they're good surgeries. They're not
I mean, I'm not
like
saying that
bad
she
ones.
has or hasn't. I think
Yeah.
many of them have, but maybe Kimmy. Because let's be clear, I believe Mel has. She says
Oh,
she
they all
has.
done had a BBL,
Yeah,
and ain't nothing wrong with the
believe
BBL. All they
that.
doing is lifting your booty. I would get a
Yeah,
BBL. It's nothing wrong
I
with
don't
that. Go
know.
ahead.
But I mean, she looks good. It looks natural on
Yeah.
her.
Mm-hmm.
And when Tisha wears clothes that fit her,
Not
she looks nice. No,
stop.
I ain't
She
trying
said
to
Marcel could do the same and be a baddie. Listen to this, y'all. Marcel could do so he need a
oh,
BBL. Stop it.
he could do the same. Call that guy from New Jersey and hook the doctors up.
What did
You
y'all
know?
think about this outfit on her?
I love that. I didn't like the top, but I love her. Her makeup's pretty. Her hair is beautiful. I
Is it
think the
down
top is
too
only.
low? Is it just down too low?
I think because she's sitting, and you know how
Oh,
sometimes you sit and you pull your
probably.
top
Yes, yes.
down.
Yeah,
What do
yeah,
you think,
yeah. I thought it
Kelly?
was pretty.
I liked it.
Mhm.
I liked it. I
Y'all
don't see nothing
noticed
wrong.
this? I saw this. I was like, oh Lord.
Yep.
Oh, him cute.
And y'all know that Lil Martell has a Instagram page.
Mm-hmm.
Who is Little Martell? Tank.
Yeah, Tank.
He got an Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Melody's son does?
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't know that.
Let me
I
see if I
think the
Is
sleeves
it?
make it look. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying she had the gastric sleeve. Y'all know I'm in the wrong thing. Yeah, it's the top part, but she does look pretty. I agree with you, Leanne. Me and Leanne don't agree often, so I'm gonna have to admit I agree with you, girl. I love Miss Leanne. Anyway, let's see. Oh, okay. I'm gonna talk about Marcel then one more time, and then we can move on. When he said, "Don't roll your eyes at me," I'm sitting here and I'm like, you disrespecting her with this concept. And you know how people manipulate you and try to make it seem like you in the wrong?
Mm-hmm.
When he said that to her, it put it on her. It's like she was doing something wrong. And
That's
I
his
want her to
ammo.
say, I can roll my eyes when I want to because you're talking crazy.
Mm-hmm. Always has and always will, it seems. And she's learning to call him out more. She told him it wasn't acceptable, so good. We're gonna give her a gold star.
Who?
Tisha.
Oh,
Yeah, she's doing better.
yeah.
I think she handled herself well. She told him, no, you're not living in a separate house. And then
Yeah.
he gonna say, well, then that means you're gonna have to pay more money.
That's what y'all doing anyway.
Right.
Child, I can't.
Yeah. So
I
I mean,
just
I
can't
don't
with
see
him.
nothing wrong with them because I was wondering, did they own the house or were they
Yes, I think
renting the
they
house?
renovating it. Somebody said they think they're renovating it to sell it. Who was that?
Oh,
Hold
that's possible. I
on. I
mean,
believe they're
And
fixing
so,
up the
what was the
house to
more money? The
sell
more money is coming from why? Because he's not going to live at the house.
because it's gonna take him longer. I'm thinking, or he's gonna
yeah,
have to hire outside laborers.
yeah.
I'm
Okay.
thinking.
And the only
So
thing
the
they
house is
got to
next
do
to a
is change
highway.
some sheetrock. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
they're not
right off.
knocking
It's
down a
off a
good enough,
main
are they?
road. You know,
Oh,
Huntsville, it's not off a highway. It's off a what we would call in St. Louis a byway.
okay. We got byways here. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. A bypass, a
yeah.
byway. Yeah.
Okay.
So
But it's
she should have cussed him out. I think she handled herself. Okay, let's get to the foolery of Stormy and her family, please.
not.
Whew, I don't know where to begin.
I
These
wonder if Carlos
Alabama
still
mamas.
feels like
Whew.
Stormy is the future of the show. I mean, because it sounds like that's what some people would want. I just don't see it. I don't like it. Her mom is very, very, very mean. I mean, she's worse than Wanda.
Mm-hmm.
She's worse than Candy's mama on her worst day.
She
And
is.
I like Candy's mama. A lot of people like Miss Wanda. Betty is on a different level.
She's
I
not
think the only one
likable.
that likes her is Joy.
No, I don't think Joy liked her that much.
Oh, I thought she said it
No,
was a Southern thing. That's why you were okay with
No,
that.
that's
no,
just
I
No?
like Wanda because
yeah. Wanda is fun at least.
Wanda is what I would call literally like a part of my country cousins. I would have loved to go over her house in the summertime as a kid. I knew I would have been loved on. I would have ate good. I would have come home. Can't wait till next summer to go back. I know people like Wanda that I love.
Yeah.
Stormy's mother, I ain't got that from her.
Yeah, I
Mm-mm.
mean,
Stormy's mother seems like she just wants to protect her daughter. And I'm not mad at her for wanting to protect her daughter, but the way in which that she's going about it is to the point where she's getting her daughter in a lot of trouble.
But
Wanda
you gonna
did the
protect your
same
daughter, but
thing.
throw your nephew under the bus, and you're not gonna protect him too.
on
You're not gonna
national
protect
Well,
TV.
your
Wanda,
sister's
come
son.
to think of it, Wanda did the same thing. Her niece would be
Kiki.
yeah, would be Kiki. They kind
Yeah.
of, but it's something more, in my opinion, just me. There's something more enduring about Wanda that I just don't see in her mother. I don't know why. And I get the impression that she is mean. I ain't never seen
Oh, I
her
want
smile.
to put this up.
I ain't
So
never seen
Marsha,
her just laugh.
oh,
She's
I said this once before. I said I like the Stormy who did the little sound waves and the goats and all of that. Now I knew she could get bucked, but she still had that peaceful kumbaya
Mm-hmm.
side to her raising chickens. And this season, she has just turned into something totally different. And I don't know if it's because her mama's around more and she could be making her have a salty attitude. I don't know. But Marsha said this was too much from last season. I didn't think Stormy's story would go in this direction. I have said that too. I don't understand. And I'm gonna say this. When her mom did that, Stormy had a fear of like, this is my opinion. Like her mama used to talk nasty to her. Like she was used to this like degrading talk. And so she went to her auntie and told her auntie to stop. But she didn't say one word to her mom. And her mom was the nasty person.
Mhm.
Well,
I
she
don't know.
tried
Well, I
to.
think
She
she
tried
know
to
that her
say
mama not
mama.
reasonable.
Yeah, well, Stormy
I think
appears
she,
to be
She
just
ain't
like her.
something. And then
Well,
okay, and another thing. So I'm sure Miss Betty was like she didn't like Mel because Mel be telling what she do for people. And she
mm-hmm,
said about that $15,000. She didn't even do it. Stormy mama didn't get
mm-hmm.
that money. Stormy did. So and it was even worse than what Mel said about somebody being in jail.
But the
I don't know.
question, yeah, um,
nah, the $15,000 to get her cousin out of jail.
Cousin out of jail. Yeah.
Mhm. That she shouldn't have did that. She shouldn't have exposed that on national
No.
TV because it ain't gonna do nothing but have these hating people. And what's making so bad, you know, if Stormy's mother had any kind of accountability, she would apologize because she's literally doing to her own nephew what she actually accused Mel of doing
That's
to
what I just
Stormy.
said, Joy. You're not listening to me.
I was not sure. But did you say it like that?
Yes.
mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. It's kind of jacked up. Like that's why I was saying
It's awful.
it's like I understood why Wanda was coming for Kiki because Kiki essentially was coming for her daughter. I don't understand why her mother is doing it.
I don't
Like
get it.
I don't understand it. Like I'm sure it's some root seeded whatever. But I knew his mom was serious. She said, "Get this mic off me." She started
Oh,
pulling
I
up her
thought she was
shirt and
finna punch her.
everything. Yeah,
I
she's
thought she
like,
was
"Get
finna
this
fight
mic
her.
off me." Yeah,
And
she shouldn't have did that. She shouldn't
and then
have done that.
Stormy got a mug shot. Like your child ain't innocent either. So,
But I'm like, but the mere fact that you would be willing to say that all that stuff on TV, and you know
ooh,
that it was somebody that said everybody got a mug shot,
uh-huh,
but Mel,
Mel
like
and Kimmy,
everybody on
and
that
maybe
show
Kimmy.
got a
Yeah,
So
mug.
Stormy said she has depression. I must have missed
yeah,
that.
she went through depression. Yeah,
Okay. And
yeah.
and is
So,
did
oh,
she
hell said
tell
that
us?
scene looked staged. I don't know if it was staged.
I don't think so. When that auntie was trying to take off that mic, I kind of wondered about it because that's why I gave it a 6.5. It was authentic. When that lady lifted up that shirt and she didn't
Mm-hmm.
care, it said, "Take this mic off me now." I knew, no, this ain't staged. She had embarrassed her son. She shouldn't have done that. She should not have done that because there are people that are so zealous they would go look that boy up and have him plastered around social media.
Yeah,
Oh
but the
yeah.
That's
interesting
not
part of
cool.
that, it
That's
was
not cool.
$15,000 to get him out of jail, but Stormy was also in jail. What was she in
Yeah.
jail for?
I think it was
She didn't
something
say.
different.
But it was 3 days.
3
No,
days,
she
and she was
did say. She
18.
did say.
What did she
She just
say? I
said
don't
she was
remember.
3 days and she was 18 and she got a mug shot, but she never said for what.
I thought she did. She
I
did.
But
looked
it
for
could have
that
been like the
mugshot too,
weekend. Like
and I
if you
couldn't
go to jail
find
on
it.
a
Yeah,
Friday,
she
you
did.
ain't
She
getting
did.
out.
She said I got locked up for the weekend, and on
Yeah,
Monday the judge told
that's the
me,
Friday. That's why she was
yeah,
there 3 days.
So,
yeah.
but my point being is she's obviously been in jail also. So why would her
Yes.
mom even attempt to call another
She
relative out
shouldn't
for
have
the
done
same
that. That's why
thing?
she shouldn't have done that. It was an unnecessary dig, in my opinion. It
And
was
I feel
And
like
do you
maybe it
guys
was
think?
staged. I think it was maybe gonna be like we gonna talk about why Junior ain't at the place anymore, and we gonna give Junior back his job and da da da. Because they say Junior was in the video in the warehouse when Black Titanic came. Like he must be still there. So that might
So
even
do
been
you
staged.
guys
Like he may
think?
didn't really get fired. But
Well,
and then
do
Betty
you guys
Kruger,
think
as somebody
Stormy
just
talks
called her.
mean? Do you
Huh?
guys think Stormy? Do you guys think Stormy talks mean to her husband the way her mother talked to her? It was done
Mm.
with a loving, endearing nature.
He didn't talk mean. She didn't talk mean to him when they were having that back and forth about something earlier in the year.
Well, and
About the
Stormy's mom
baby?
don't talk mean to her in front of the camera either, but it sounds like maybe that's what went on off camera growing up.
The look on her face made me think that it's happened before. Like her mom has been mean to her. I mean, and that's just my
My
opinion.
mother has an abrupt personality. I could see, depending on who she getting into, which auntie she getting into it with, which one of her sisters. But
What?
I can't see me going to my aunt before I went to
That
my
man
mother
isn't present.
because
Like
my mother's she's not reasonable when she's upset. You know your people. You go to the
Yeah.
person that you can reason with the most.
I just, and then her mom came, and then y'all see when her mama was walking down the thing, and they play like Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, like music as Miss
did
Betty was walking to the fence. I was like, the
they
production ain't
really do
shit.
that? I
So
didn't
the way
notice that.
Stormy talks about how she was raised, her mama definitely probably tried. Okay, I feel like the look on her. Just go back and look at her face. It looked like she was having PTSD. What is it? PTSD.
Post-traumatic
Just look at her
PTSD.
face. It did.
Okay, so the question that sticks out for me is, whose business is this, Stormy? Is it yours or your mother's?
Mm.
That said a whole lot to me right there.
What particular is her business? What do you mean?
When Auntie said,
Canvas
Stormy, why your
Beauty.
mama in this? Is
Oh,
this Canvas Beauty your business or your
Or
mama?
is it
You know
your
what I
mama's?
mean?
I got
And
you.
then Stormy pointed at herself as if to say mine, but it never came out her mouth.
Never came out.
Looked over at her mama and then went on and didn't say a thing. I thought that was interesting to me.
I hate
Because
that. I
it
hate
makes me
that.
want to know what
Oh,
is
Kelly,
going
what time did
on.
you do Atlanta? Because it's 6:30.
6:30.
Okay.
Oh Lord, do we have anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, so we about to do Atlanta, y'all. I think I have more things, but we'll talk about it next week.
But let me say this though, when we leave,
Okay.
I don't know if she's the future of this show, Stormy. If she is, I would like to see all facets of her. I don't like this Stormy all that
Me
much.
either.
I did like the flower child that she kind of presents online. It's irritating to me. That's the reason why I don't like Wendy.
I
from
never got flower
told
chat
me.
out of her.
When people present something
Simply.
online and then they get on reality TV and it's something different, I don't get that. It doesn't make sense to
either.
me. And
She
I'm
was doing
seeing
like
two
sound
different
waves and
Stormies.
goats and
Yes,
yoga
this
and
was the girl who
in the
took a baby
field.
deer and was feeding a baby deer
They,
in her house.
Well, she came
yes.
in with a plan and she put that plan into action. She knew what she was
I
doing.
don't know.
I mean, I can
Okay.
see, yeah, it going in this direction, but I don't want to see. I let me just keep saying it. I'm gonna say it like this. I want to see the fun side of Black families, not the toxic stuff.
Not them.
Oh, well,
These
that is a
mamas off
perfect
the
segue over
show.
to Marlo.
I
Yeah.
really feel like these mamas did not raise their children, and now they trying to raise them while they grown. Like they wasn't there in their lives, and I don't know about Stormy, but I know Tisha.
Look at Simply talking about some pigs is flying. Because we get a list, we agree.
Right, when I got that, I agree, honey. When you agree with Joy, honey, pigs are flying. Okay,
I don't like
okay.
seeing the
I want to
toxic
talk about
stuff.
Mel saying the protector, the professor, but we don't have time, so we'll do that next week.
Yeah,
I don't feel
That
like
was that
Joy
was
arguing over
silly.
Martell not
girl
being a
ain't got no
protector.
man. That girl,
Because
yeah.
Martell was not a protector. He was not a protector to her, but
And
he was
she
about
said
to
she
give her some
realized that.
diseases with all this stuff he was doing.
Yeah,
Anyway,
she didn't realize that before, but she said she realizes
Girl,
that
Mel
now.
was a willing sister wife.
yeah, and that's she didn't know no better, I guess. Once you know better, you do better.
What woman actually give her husband time?
You know how many women do that, Joy? We probably got people watching this thing right now
I just
who
can't
did the same
imagine.
thing.
I find out you
I
cheating
can't.
on me. You repeatedly cheat on me, and I'm gonna give you time to end this relationship. I can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
I mean, yeah. Some women
I
do it. They
can't.
do it. They do. It's
In
kind
my
of sad. I don't
head
understand.
won't allow me to make that
Mm-mm.
make sense.
That I
Me
can't
either.
make it make sense, Joy, because I thought you've always understood that it was Melody's fault in your mind. So when you say your head doesn't wrap
We gotta
around
go,
it,
y'all. We gonna have
My
to.
thing is, I don't understand how a boss would stay with a dude like that.
But some women are different in business and in love. Now you know a whole bunch of women who are
clearly.
CEOs of a company. Well, I do, and at home they getting treated like crap. So, and some men are the reverse. In the office, they are like the boss, and then at home, they getting dominatrix on. So, I'm just telling you,
Okay.
it happens.
Okay, here
All
it
right,
is.
y'all.
Here it is. I went to jail. I'm
Oh.
reading her thing. I went to jail. I was a college student. I got a mug shot. Oh Lord, there's oh girl, I forgot. I did think it was funny that Stormy pretended like she had her mug shot.
Oh, honey, she looked like she was pouting. She was
She
cute.
doesn't say I was
No,
an
she don't say.
but she did say that she was an amazing college student and they threw it out.
Yes, she got it. That's
she
good.
didn't say what she did.
He probably was stealing some lipstick like Tish did, allegedly.
She probably
Anyway.
sold some hair weave without the lace back in them days. I'm just saying.
All right, so y'all, we about to do Atlanta. We got like 4 minutes. So y'all come right back, and we'll see y'all in a little while. Okay, and it's gonna stop storming, but I'm cool. Okay.
She be leaving without ending the broadcast.